Good afternoon. Today, let's look at the syllabus. The syllabus was sent to you through the Blackboard website, but once you're into the MyMathLab program, at the home page, go to the Start Here tab, expand it, come down to Course Guidance, and there's a link to the syllabus for this summer course. Open it up and let's review it. So I've opened it up. Obviously, the name of the course, my name, and the book that we're using. It's a bundled book. The actual book has maybe about 19 chapters, but we've selectively chosen certain chapters and put it into a bundled package with the access code. You don't really need the textbook because the book may be read online or printed out page by page as needed. There are no on-campus office hours, but you can communicate with me through my email address, which is here, but is also located in several places in the MyMathLab program, where you just click the link and write your message, and it comes directly to me. You don't have to worry about mistyping. If I scroll a little bit, it says to earn a grade in the course, all students must complete and pass each component, either the bypass test or the mastery test, which concludes a chapter, and that must be at 80% or better. The midterm or cumulative exam at 80% or better, and the final exam at 70% or better. Everything must be at those requirements to earn a grade in the course and for your average to be computed. There are two paths that you may follow in doing the work assignments for a chapter. There is the mastery pathway, and there is the bypass pathway. You take, at the beginning of every chapter, you do a check skills quiz. This wants to check on your knowledge prior to working on the chapter. If you have a reasonable understanding of the material of the chapter based upon the check skills quiz, you are suggested to follow the bypass pathway. So as long as your grade is 70% or, let me check that, 70% or better, you're allowed to follow this particular pathway. Do the bypass homework, do the concept check quizzes that check your understanding of small blocks of material in that chapter. And then to finish the chapter, you do a skills confirmed exam. If that's 80% or better, you can do the bypass test. If it's only a 70% or better, you have to do the mastery test. One thing, the bypass test can only be taken once, and it must be taken by the due date. That's not allowed after the due date. On the other hand, the mastery test is always available, even after the due date, and you can take it as many times as needed to get the 80% or better. When you first take the check skills quiz and your score is below 70%, you're not allowed to do the bypass method. You must follow the mastery pathway, which means you're doing the assignments, all the assignments in the chapter, not just one assignment, still followed by the concept check quizzes, the skills confirmed quiz, and finally, either the mastery test or the bypass test, depending upon the skills confirmed quiz results. There's less homework if you only have to do the bypass path. On the other hand, by taking the check skills quiz, however well you do, it takes away skills that have already been mastered, so you have less homework to be completed under the mastery pathway, depending how well you do on that check skills quiz. I'm going to point out something. Sometimes your homework may be late. You can still get in to do that homework assignment. There will be a small reduction in grade for late problems completed, but there is a password to get in, and it's here. It's spelled out in very black, bold letters. The password is late. There are also green flags for the assignments, and that is telling you what is necessary to be completed so to be able to get into the particular assignment. So green flags are most important. Pay attention to them. The course is laid out over the 12-week time frame with due dates. I strongly urge you to not wait to the due date, to try to get ahead of schedule for a variety of reasons. You may get sick, you may want to go on a vacation, or you just may want to finish the course early. You don't have to wait to the due date. You don't have to wait to the end of the semester to finish the course. You may finish early. And finishing the course early does have a lot of additional advantages in that if you finish before August 11th, you get 2 points added to your grade. If you take the cumulative exam on time by July 15th, you get another point added to your grade, assuming you passed all the tests at the mastery level of either 80% or 70%. The percentage for each part of the course, assuming all grades, all tests are at 80%. The mastery test, the bypass test, the best one is the one that's going to count. That's 55% of your grade. The skills confirmed or concept check quizzes are worth 10% of your grade. The cumulative exam is 10% of your grade, and the final exam is 25% of your grade. As you probably already know, because I sent this information to you, the instructor code to get into the course, my Math App course, is TACVorian 66114. And the student access code, which is these silly words, lets you into the course without having to go to the bookstore and buy an access code, and it's automatically billed on your tuition bill. Here is the week-by-week layout of the course. The course starts on Tuesday, May 26th. You can actually get in on the weekend. And we're hoping that you complete all the assignments for Chapter 1 no later than June 2nd. Get Chapter 1 out of the way quickly. It's relatively easy on whole numbers. There are tougher chapters like Chapter 2 on fractions, and notice I allowed 2 weeks for that. But fractions do bother people, so having extra time to work on chapters that are more challenging is an advantage. So finish easy chapters like Chapter 1 or Chapter 3, maybe Chapter 7. And so the week-by-week layout of the course, what's expected, is there. The due dates are all listed on the program. And I suggest you write these down in a notebook or on a calendar so that you don't miss deadlines. Thank you, and wishing you much success. If we work together, you will be very happy with the grade at the end of the semester, or either in some A grade or in a B grade type grade, but we have to work together, both of us.